So for people that want to use the neti pot, I just want to let you guys know first off a couple things. One, if you already have sinusitis or you already have a stuffed up nose, if one side is completely blocked, you're screwed. I don't care who says what, it did not work at all until I was able to breathe a little bit out of each side because it was special. It was not worth my time. And then finally, I had to take some antibiotics because it got so bad and I kept trying to use this crap and it did not work. Now, once both sides were able to be breathed out of, even just a tiny bit, if you can hold one side and blow air out without having to force the air out, then this is amazing. But all the 50 videos I've watched seem to neglect that part and just assume until I called the number because my crap wasn't working. So I'm just saying. But it does work great as long as you can have air through either side, even if it's just the smallest amounts. As you can tell, it was still insanely stuffed up. But I don't recommend the pot unless you're doing it on a daily basis. If you're doing it daily just to keep everything clear or weekly, I say go for it. This is better. This helps to flush it. And they say lukewarm. You definitely want it to be warm water because if it's cold, I don't think it like breaks it up as much as it could. And sometimes you do have to flush a couple sides from what I was told when I called the number because it hadn't been working. I've seen a lot of reviews where people say your ears pop. If your ears pop, that means you're doing it too hard. You're squeezing it too much because my ears pop too, and it's because I was trying to force the water out of one of the sides. But again, if you have congestion built all up and it's like a sinus infection, you're probably going to need antibiotics. I don't care who says what. If it works for you, then hey, like more power to you for real. But I'm just saying. So here's my neti pot experience. I wanted to see green boogers. I watched videos of green boogers. I wanted green boogers. So I got green boogers. So I wanted to show everybody that it does work. But I wanted to throw in all the tips and how I felt like things were. Hold on. My kids don't listen. So I wanted to throw in all the tips and everything on the things that I wasn't told when I watched like 1,000 videos. Again, make sure you use distilled water. They said it can be boiled for like 5 minutes or it's just too much work. I'd rather just go to the store and you want to buy distilled water. It comes in a gallon just like everybody else's. So it's not, you're not looking for any special bottle brand. It's distilled water. Who cares? So again, I use this one. It comes with like a whole bunch of packs. I don't even know if you can take it back if you buy the wrong one. If you do buy a neti pot, I do suggest not buying a plastic one. Mine leaked, so it was just special. This is plastic, and I'm sure there's probably God knows what chemicals in this, and you have to replace it every 3 months. But a lot of people swear by the porcelain neti pot. I'm sure the flow is just the same, but again, if you're really stuffed up, you can't put not even the slightest bit of pressure because it's a pot. This is a squeegee bottle. So I'm just saying, let y'all know. So here's my experience with it. If it drains to the back of your throat when you're holding your head the right way and you know you're doing it the right way, it's because you're so stuffed up on one side it can't go through your passage and it's going to go down to your throat. That's the other airway it will go to if it can't fit across. That's why I said, like, I was completely stuffed on this side and I called the number and I'm like, it's just going in my throat. And they're like, it's too blocked up. And I'm like, well, then what the hell's the point? So that's when I ended up turning to the antibiotics or prednisone or whatever it is. I did a whole bunch of stuff because I need to breathe. I have 3 kids, so just saying. So here is mine. Heads up, you can use it. Sorry I talk so much, I can't help it. But I'm going to show you guys what I do and how I hold my head and keep your mouth open. They say keep your mouth open. I can't hold my nose when I go underwater, so I always feel like I'm kind of drowning. But I have learned if you hold your mouth open, keep your head forward. So they say to hold your head like this, but hold your head like that and lean your mouth forward toward the sink. That way you will feel the water maybe come in the back of your throat, but it's going to drip down and it's going to go into the sink. And then every little bit just stop, take it out. Don't breathe in your nose. Take a breather. I'm going to demonstrate so you guys can do this a better way without feeling uncomfortable. It took that little 7-year-old boy to make me feel comfortable with the big loogies coming out. I know y'all know who I'm talking about. But so, okay, here we go. So I'm stopping. When you stop, do not suck in your nose. You're just putting the bacteria back in there. Not so smart. If you need a breather or spit water out, you spit it out. Don't breathe in your nose. Again, that's so disgusting. Again, I'm sure you saw the snot rocket come out my nose. So disgusting. I work in a daycare, so I can totally handle this. But again, you want to keep doing it till it gets out. Once so much gets out, they say you only use half the bottle on each side. But when I called the number because it wasn't working, he said if it's a sinus infection or it's so stopped up where you can't breathe, he said you might want to use one bottle on each side. And then he said you can do it multiple times a day. The directions, I believe, say like twice a day. He said you can do it as many times as you need to if it's needing to clear out. From what he told me. This is the 800 number on the box. This is what I called. But technically, keep a box of tissues near you. I prefer the Puffs Plus with lotion and Vicks. It's amazing. It costs like 30 cents more though, because they're retarded. But you want to blow out whatever's left. After you blow your nose, do not sniff in thinking, I don't know. Everybody I've watched, they sniff in and you're trying to get it out. So I don't know why they would sniff it back in. I'm just saying. So then there's this one. You want to do the other side. Again, don't sniff it. Get another tissue. And then when you're done, if you really want to know if you're done, sniff in just a little bit. If you can still hear any type of boogers in there, you might want to keep doing it. Now, I'm on day 3 of this to finally see any results. I saw little results last night, not enough to do a video. I don't want people, I've seen videos where it's all clear that comes out and I'm like, well then, what are you doing that for? That's not showing me. I need to see results, like for real. So, just saying, like, breathe in lightly. And if you can still hear like the when you breathe in, then you might want to do it a second time. I wouldn't do it right away, but I mean within like 20-30 minutes time frame, I would do it again. My first 2 days on it, didn't matter how many times I did it. I learned really quickly I'm probably just maybe wasting the product. So I did it like 3-4 times a day. I split it up like every like I guess quarterly, like every 3-4 hours. That way I could save money. I don't really have money to buy salt water 1,000 times. And I know there's the homemade concoction, but I'm really done with that stuff, so I'd probably overdose on it because I'm special. So, but yeah, so that's my version of it, guys. Sorry the video is so long. I just wanted to throw in details that I know most people have not, because I assumed all these people just did it for their first time and had all this snot coming out, and I wasn't seeing results. So I called the number, chewed out some people, and then they kind of chewed me back out with knowledge, and I was like, okay, blonde moment. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and oh no, hopefully this helps somebody. Thanks. Ah, wait. By the way, if you can't afford antibiotics, one thing I did look up, you can do horseradish. Now, if you like horseradish, more power to you. I've read it clears your sinuses. Now, if you can stand the taste of horseradish and the insane mouth on fire feeling like your whole insides are going to blow up, you're supposed to do a teaspoon in the morning and a teaspoon in the evening. Well, a teaspoon of it just barely touched my tongue, and it cleared up my sinuses so much that I thought I was going to die. So I won't do that again. I can't do hot. And I like spicy, but not hot, no. But it really does clear up. That's 100% good review. If you can eat that stuff, more power to you. So I do try to do little pinches to help clear up some of the blockage. And they say garlic acts as a natural antibiotic, so I have also been taking garlic every day. if you can't taste the regular garlic, and I'm talking whole garlic, you can't go get some garlic juice or garlic powder or garlic tea. I get real garlic and I dice it up really fine, and then I put about like the smallest of pinch in the center of my hand, and I shoot it back with water. That way I can get over the taste, but like, I don't know. Like, I definitely feel like I got some more energy. I don't know if garlic has anything to do with energy, but I've just been doing that like 3 times a day as a natural antibiotic to try to help speed this process along. But yeah, so just want a heads up. If you definitely want quick breathing, I would definitely do some horseradish. That it will be the quickest result you will ever have, but it does not last long. And then they say steam if you put water in a bowl, blah, blah, throw a towel over your head. It's lies. It does not work. It did not work for me, and I did it forever. My face was red and I was sweating to death, but it did not clear anything. Now, I did get in a bath, and I put the water on super hot, and then I let the bath fill up all the way with the door closed. That way I could get steam in the bathroom. Once I did that, I put some drops of eucalyptus in the bathtub, and you can't just sit there. You have to actually lay back in the bath, because I sat there for a while, and my sinuses would not open up at all, and I slowly leaned back in the boiling hot water, and as soon as it got like halfway through to my back, I'm thinking it could be a pressure point maybe, I don't know, but once I hit halfway laying down, they just opened up. So it cannot just be the humidity or anything in a bath. I think it has a lot to do with actually laying in a bath, because I've Googled everything. This has been the worst infection I've ever had, and so, but hopefully those things help. I don't know anything else. I mean, they say leave a window open at night, and that will help to keep your home from getting clogged. And I now use a humidifier thingy, diffuser, whatever you call it, and I put eucalyptus oil and a few other oils in there that are supposed to be good for you to breathe in. So again, sorry this video is so long. It was supposed to be like a 2-minute video because I hate long videos, but this is just a lot of stuff that it took me 20 videos to get, and it should be in one, because people were 100% accurate with their reviews and their research that they did before they post the video. It would help a lot more people and save a lot more time. So hopefully this helps everybody, okay? Thanks. Jesus loves you.